Hello again, fam. It's Hawaiian Steve here with Blunt Review. Today we're gonna get into a movie from 2016, featuring Stephen Lang, who's probably one of the best badasses of all time. Talking about "Don't Breathe" uh, on Blunt Review with Hawaiian Steve. Let's get in tune. So, like I said, we got "Don't Breathe." Came out in 2016. We got a sequel a couple years later. It was written by Fede Alvarez and Rodo Sayagues. I think that's how I say it. I don't know. I'm probably butchering his name, but and then also Fede Alvarez directed it. I believe this came out of Blumhouse Productions, which I love. I love Blumhouse Productions. I'll take their thriller/horror movies over A24 any day. Anybody who's got a problem with that, come fight me. Um, but this one's great. I think it was well written, good story. You got Dylan Minnette. A lot of people know him from this 13 Reasons show. I never saw it. I know him from Goosebumps with Jack Black, which I actually really enjoyed. And then you got this girl, Jane Levy. I guess she was in the new remake of The Evil Dead. Haven't really seen it. I'm a glutton for the classics. But this movie currently holds an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I gotta say is pretty decent. Um, and I don't disagree. This is a solid film. Um, this is a solid movie. I loved everything about it. Stephen Lang plays a blind dude. Um, Jane Levy and Dylan Minnette and this other character who's just dumb. But they all Dylan Minnette, his character, his dad runs like a security company or some shit, so he can get access to certain homes that have the security, shit in place. He can hack it. So they go to rob this guy because they hear that he's sitting on a ton of cash. Best part about it is this motherfucker's old and blind. So easy pickings, right? Dude's a shut in, never leaves his house. He's old and blind. Let's go get this money, right? Wrong. 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 That's where all the fun starts. This dude is like ex-Marines, fucking SEAL Team 6 shit. This dude don't even need to see. He fucks these kids up so bad, and he can't even see. And like I guess that's like the whole premise of it. That's why it's called "Don't Breathe." He can hear everything. So the whole premise is blind dude they're trying to rob, and he's fighting back. So you really feel for the blind dude, right? You're like, oh man, yeah, bust these kids' ass, whatever. But they also still make these kids, at least two of them, appealing. In the audience's eyes. The What really turns it in their favor for the audience is when the big twist is revealed. Spoiler alert, you ain't seen it, turn this off, go watch it, and then get back to me. This old dude lost his daughter to a girl who was drunk driving. So what does he do? He kidnaps the girl, holds her hostage, impregnates her with a turkey baster, because he's not a rapist, He impregnates her with a turkey baster with his jizz and is forcing her to give him another child. Right? Like, that's fucking crazy. That was crazy. When we found that out, that was nuts. And the finale just gets a little bit crazier from there because some sick shit happens. But so now you're rooting for these kids to get the fuck out of here. And it's just the whole thing is a really well written, captivating uh, movie. Keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's enjoyable. The rewatchability is high on this one. It was a fun time, and it's a fun movie. I happen to really like Stephen Lang. I think he's a great badass. You love to hate him in Avatar, and I think he plays his characters well. Um, Kind of reminds me of, as far as like his badassdom, kind of reminds me of Ron Perlman. Except he's much better to look at than Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman's monkey ass. Um, but I mean, the movie's great. I had a great time. This is one of our favorites in our house, and it's just fun. Good suspense, good thriller. Like I said, that twist at the end was crazy. Wasn't expecting that shit. But that just stepped it all up another level. And then when we got a sequel, I didn't know what to expect with the sequel, but the sequel is great. We get his, he does wind up getting a daughter. Um, I'll let you figure that out. But he does wind up getting a daughter, and he trains her. Then this girl's real parents try and kidnap her back, and they're really shitty people. So you're really rooting for him in the sequel. You're really rooting for him to handle these motherfuckers. And I gotta say, the second one just as good. It didn't really fail like a lot of sequels do. The sequel, Don't Breathe 2, I think really held the tone of both films consistent. It kept it consistent, and the action scenes are great. There's a little bit of blood, not really gore, but very stylized, and I like the way that it was shot. The action scenes and the violence. It's not ultra violent, but it's still really cool. Um, I thought this movie was great. I will give it four blunts. Four bloods from me, Hawaiian Steve, for Don't Breathe. And while we're at it, go ahead and give 3.5. Nah, fuck it. I'll go four blunts for Don't Breathe too. Four blunts, both movies. 8 blunts total. Get chopped. Yeah. Four blunts, Don't Breathe. 4 blunts for Don't Breathe 2. It held the tone, and they're both great movies to sit back and enjoy anytime. And if you haven't seen them, like I said, get your ass up and go watch them movies because they're fucking good. All right. And that'll do it for me today, Hawaiian Steve. This has been Blunt Review. If you enjoy, please push all the buttons. Feel free to comment. Give me something to review, and I'll do it. And as always, thanks for tuning in. And never forget, get lit with a gift hit of that real shit. I appreciate the way you treat your guests, but I'm not